Hello friends, I'm back for another one. Today is the Red Wedding where we have Helena. I love Helena, she's one of my favorite units in the franchise, of course. So I just logged into the emulator and today the update dropped. It dropped at about noon today, or maybe I think it was 11 actually. And it's a funny thing about JP where the updates come around at 11, but the actual day resets at 4 p.m. So first thing I'm going to show you guys is just a mini roster update. I have Kuja. I can't build or can't buy any more shards for him, but I've got him at about 35 reincarnations, maybe a little bit more to go, not a whole lot. So I spent a lot of viz to get him going. I figured, you know, he's my first unit, I really need some stuff, so I would just sink some viz into buying a bunch of shards from the shop. Narsh, almost there. Ramada still just hanging out. I did manage to get Black Rose Helena because there was a bunch of tickets with character shards. I'm starting to work on Lucio. I did just get Dagger up for the bingo board because you get those 400 scrolls of vicissitudes for pretty much a very little investment. Now, my rank is now 131. I'm not quite done with the missions, but I'm on on book 3, starting it off chapter 1. I've got the whole 13 chapters to go or something. My plan is, of course, to buy and build Helena, but very quickly I'm gonna go into the missions tab. I just want to see something because I have not redeemed it yet. But this is the entirety, the full second book that I completed. So I'm gonna redeem it, and 20,000 viz. That's very huge. 60 rainbow balls, and I guess about 275, 250 of each different type. So that's one full book, right? And you get about 3 of these. Plus you get the passive Visior from completing the missions. And this is the intermission book. I'll just quickly redeem that as well. So about another 5,000. That's alright. And this is the uncompleted book, right? So I don't think there's anything interesting left. Just some of the more missions I have to complete to get more points. So I'm at about 175,000 viz spent so far. So I definitely spent a lot of Visior to build up Kuja and Narsh, because of course I had only 34 days to work on them. This week they definitely gave us some anniversary stuff. This is a 3 times pull, 3 steps, 2k each, and you get to choose your UR at the end. And I believe it goes up to Sir O. Now, during the JP anniversary on Global, we also had one of these. And there is a 2k paid for whichever unit you would like. I am perhaps considering this. I may consider Sadali or Jaden. I'm not entirely sure yet. Some consideration to be had. And they're also doing the 1 times free MR pull every day during the reset. I don't know if it's going to be for 39 days. If it is, that's pretty awesome. But there's a 10 UR pull guarantee plus 100 extra. So we're going to dabble with that. And as you can see, FF9 is over. on JP, and I'm not sure that we're getting FF9 in global, to be honest. A little bit sad. So I'm gonna get started. We're gonna hit this 100. I'm hoping for something new. We'll just have to see. But quick recap. I started at about 907,000 viz, and I believe nothing was spent on it so far. So if you minus that by about 170, which would be what, like 750? So I farmed a good amount of viz, like almost 100,000 already, just from the missions and that type of stuff. So I'm hoping to get a new unit. It's not looking great so far. New vision card would be nice too. Oh, that's actually nice. Orochi. That's a good one to get started on. It's a good Esper. Perhaps I should level this and use this on Narsh. That might be a good idea because it's got healing power. I don't know what else that it has. I'm not all super familiar with it. I'll have to look at it on Wotv Calc. But, oh, here we go. New banner. This is... Oh, nice. I got a new unit. Exia. So that's awesome, right? I've got about a handful of new units, newer gen units, that I'm gonna have to slow build. And another band. Is this Lucille? Or is that Shals? I think that's Shals, actually. Yeah, that's Shals. I was gonna say, dude, wow. Lucille and Exia on the same pool. So, new vision card, let's go. Not new vision card. Rune Stern, I don't think I'm working on him. Flag Glassy, I kind of have some shards for her and some tickets for her. And I guess that puts my Joom at level 140 now, so that's nice. I'm gonna quickly blaze through this, I guess because of the hype. So Exia is actually a very good teammate for both Kuja and this new Red Wedding Helena, EOS Helena. Oh, more shards. Now, I don't think these give any rainbow or Mog medals, whatever those ones you need to buy shard straight up. So my last, oh yeah, another UR. Oh, Skahul. I'm not a big fan of him anymore. Skahul, actually, Skahal. My very first roll on this game, I still had the FFT mind, you know? So I was like, monks, black mages, that's the way to go, right? So I had Skahal and I was like, oh, he's got to be good. He's a black mage. And so my first team was like Skahal, Ziza, Nivlu, Ildira, and Prompto. That was my very first account roll. And so after that, I did re-roll. To get Black Rose Helena, she was the one that I was really set on having for a fresh account, because she's probably the best, or she definitely was the best farmer for the time. Right before the 2nd anniversary, 1.5 anniversary. During the Prompto, when Prompto was a handout unit, you opened up the gift boxes and he was there. So this might be the end of it, but a new vision card, a new unit. That's pretty alright. And I consider things that are new, like, you know, hollow VCs and stuff like that. But this Black Rose Helena, or Red Wedding Helena, she pairs great with a lot of different jobs where they have very good cards, crossovers. Okay, I'm just gonna do the skip tactic. I think that was near the end anyways. That's a long thing to click through. And, yep. Wow. What is all this? A lot of, stuff. So I don't think I've seen anything else. Yeah. Alright, well that was nice. My last video, Oran J commented on my last video. That actually, I just saw that and that made me really satisfied. It's like the stamp of approval from the maître, the master, the maestro. When I was new to Wotv, I started watching all his videos. Every time he would make a new one, I started watching some of the old ones. Oran J's personality is something I really enjoy. So this is the Red Rose Helena banner. We're gonna start with the 4-step, and I'm gonna complete the 4-step even if I pull her. But in the past, on these 4-steps, I have had good luck. Sometimes, for Riku, when I pulled Riku, I pulled her twice on the 4-step. On my secondary account, when I did for Gilgamesh, I pulled him on the first step, and then I pulled him twice more, completing the 4-step. Yeah. Now, I may not have good luck for these pulls right now, but we'll see. There's still some hope, right? Not for this pull. And we're back to the classical music. One thing I tend to do when I play games, especially when I repeat, when I'm playing the same game for a long time, I just turn off the volume and I'll be like watching something else. Speaking of watching something else, I have not watched the Leonis Report yet. One of the last episodes, and yeah, it's a little bit sad because that's definitely been one of my favorite YouTube contents for quite some time now, watching Will and JB. I made a PvP video and I fought Will in Grand Arena in the top 100. That was one of my favorite little highlights. Taking my dark team into his full light team. Well, nothing for the first 4-step. I often feel like pulling the very first day the character drops is a little bit not the best idea in terms of success pulling strategies. I feel like I always have more success not on the first day. But I really kind of need this unit to put a good PvP team together and rank high, at least top 10,000, so I can get far more Veritas metal shards. Because oh, this is it. No, like this is Helena. This is Laswell. To farm more Veritas medals, just to try to fill out the roster a little bit. One of the things that's nice when you have a developed account is you don't really need to worry about having all the elements. Oh, the brown book, but it was a UR. I didn't even watch it spin. I'm that type of guy. So URVC right here. Okay. I guess my predictions, prophetic powers are not working right now. It is late. You know, usually I'm better when I have my coffee. Here we go. I think I did it, yo. This looks like a Japanese. Oh, dang. She is looking very nice in that red wedding outfit. Well, that's cool. I guess I'll do the last 2 steps. And One of the things I may do is pull some of my UR tickets that are just sitting there. Because there's that, of course, there's that 6K banner where you get to choose one of your URs. So I'm looking at Sidali for that. I'm looking at Jaden. You know, there's some very interesting strategies that JP has that we don't have. They have a $10 pack that gives you extra hard quests for units only. So in theory, you could buy that every single week, or especially on special weeks, and just get more shards for more units, right? And I guess that's it. Now, there is like a big brain strat that I've been using in order to farm things like trust stones, things out of the daily missions. So now I'm playing on BlueStacks, right? But I have my phone. I also have my old device. So I'm curious what this is. My last video I did a bunch of these, but I have no idea where they're from. Some of them said first anniversary. Okay, this is interesting. A select. Okay. Oh, okay. I think this is actually probably just junk. It's probably just like regular old materials. We'll just blast through this. Get it out of the bags. So if you have one account, okay, and then you go on another device and you open up a new account. New accounts and accounts that do the comeback have this new thing that hasn't been around for more than, like, I want to say a month and a half, where you get ×5 drops in the daily missions, which includes things like trust stones. So one of the things I learned about when I was a newer player was using the application called AutoClicker, which I have been using to farm the regular stages, because having AutoClicker just makes things a lot easier, where you don't have to click skip on everything. You don't have to start the stage, because you could just set up like almost like a macro to go ahead and dig into it for you. So you can go in multi with 2 accounts, right? One that's fresh and your account that's ongoing, and then they can host games, or host a room, a lobby. You just put a password on it and then you join that game, host the lobby, and you will get ×5 drops. Oh, interesting. Okay, Lemure. So you will get ×5 drops for things like trust stones. You could do it for all of the like elemental materials that you could farm. Interesting. Is this something like Garusa? Oh, okay, it's Core Wizard. Interesting, Corwell. Corwell was a unit that was given out for entirely free a long time ago, before I started. Now, the other interesting thing about playing on JP is obviously all of these words, you know, these hieroglyphs don't mean anything. So I think what I'm looking at here, these are UR10 pulls. And they might be completely up to date in terms of pulling the latest units. It's really hard to look through the drop rates because all the names are in Japanese. So what you do in order to get a translation, what I've been doing is I take my my device, I go on Google Translate. Is this Gilgamesh? It's the old G Sidali. And then you there's a camera icon. You aim it at the text, and it will kind of do a scuffed translation, right? If you've ever watched Umber Ray's videos, he always says mental penetration. That's because that's what Google translates spirit penetration to, mental penetration. But that can help, especially when you're trying to do things like choose your passives for your character. You know, all the passives are in Japanese, so it's hard to know which one is which one you're choosing. And this is Elizer. I'm gonna miss my Elizer. I was kind of invested into that unit for a while. I took a long break from the game, so I didn't really farm her out. But I'm really actually a big fan of that unit. I like her a lot. She's phenomenal for guild raids. But just her kit, you know, her style. Eliza is actually my niece's name. My mom's name is Elise, which we don't have an Elise in this game. But Eliza is my niece's name. But it's my niece is spelled with a S, not a Z. So it's actually Elisa. But I might make another video talking more about EOS. There was actually an interesting Reddit post today showing something about the quarterly I guess shareholder discussion from Gumi itself. And the guy posted a JPT chat translation. And in that translation it said something like they announced that they were discontinuing FFBE and War of the Visions in March 2025, which would be essentially this month that just finished up. So I kind of do wonder, was global EOS part of a larger kind of EOS strategy that they're going with, where they're gonna actually close down absolutely everything related to FFB, both the old FFB as well as global FFB. Not global, but Wotv FFB. I kind of do wonder if that's their angle, because that means that JP EOS could be actually pretty soon. Because we of course don't really know their plans for the future when it comes to them developing gacha games. You know, did they close down global because they decided to cancel all of their you know, their infrastructure outside of Japan, like all of their support? Because in my mind, right, if you're gonna be a mobile game company, you're gonna have to use like servers and stuff that are gonna be perhaps in every single region. I think back of World of Warcraft, where there's EU servers, there were Asian servers, and Blizzard at one point actually killed off their Asian servers despite keeping everything else up. I think specifically in Japan, where they said they weren't going to operate in in China anymore. So was them closing all of their global games sort of the first phase of the shutting down this franchise altogether, where they're gonna turn off the switch on all of their global games because they deemed them not worth continuing? A Brachiosaur. Yeah. Anyways, I'll have to try to come up with a script or something for that later. One thing that I did notice on JP is there are differences on JP. One of them, key differences that's actually kind of a nuisance when it comes to building espers, right? In Global, when you complete the quest, the tier 2 quest, oh, a new VC, nice. When you complete the second quest, you actually get all of the materials that you need to level up the esper. But in this version, those kind of rainbow, I don't know what to call them, those rainbow things. I think this might be SR temples. Those rainbow things that we normally get with the quest. In Global, we got them with the quest. In JP, you do not. Because, for example, during raids, during raid revivals, during, I think, perhaps Trials of Reckoning, they would have this in the shop for 10k medals. And normally you don't need to buy those because you get every single one that you need. You just get them from the quest. So here in Global, we kind of just didn't need those at all, ever. But it turns out in JP, it's the opposite. You actually need to buy those because otherwise you're kind of going to be bottlenecked where you literally cannot level 99 your espers because you'll be out of those specific materials. And the way to get extra, I believe you can buy it once a month with vision card Mog medals. The ones you get when the card is already maxed and you get a dupe of that card, you get 25. Well, you need 500 of those. The same material that you kind of need to get Elder Awakenings for vision cards. Well, you have to spend on the materials you need on this one material, the rainbow something. I don't know what they're called because I just literally never had to pay attention to them. But you need to buy that, otherwise you're going to be bottlenecked for espers. Like, I think right now, I started off with 990, which gives me the option of leveling up 9 espers. But once I use all that, I'm kind of just scrounging around for more. I didn't see any in the shop, in the packs, the Visior packs. They were nowhere to be found except in the Mog Metal exchange for vision cards. So let's say you're starting up JP fresh, right? Let's just pretend. Then you're actually gonna have to wait a very long time, at least I think, or you're gonna have to wait until you can buy some of those before you can even level 99 one esper, right? Unless they give some out at some point. We were apparently supposed to get some type of gift. Didn't receive, I don't think I received any type of large gift. They might have some of those in those gifts. So, for example, you need multiple types of espers in this game, right? You need physical espers like Odin, Dark Odin. You need like Bahamut. You need, you know, different elemental espers. So even if you have the Magicite, you in JP you have that bottleneck with the esper rainbow materials. I thought that was kind of interesting, but also a little bit lame. Okay, I don't know. I think I might stop with these. These are just kind of boring me. Yeah, we'll do these. I think these are just single URs. Well, I may not get a new unit, but that's alright. Yerma, pretty nice looking. Lucia. Lucia is a unit that getting to level 99 is very nice. She's got a very solid TMR in terms of the agility stat stick. And it also gives +1 range, so anytime you need anytime you have like a gunner or a bow unit, a Jaden, right? You can give him that TMR, turn off all the other buffs, still buff that, get +1 range, 25 agility. It's really great for farming. So that might be it for at the moment. I'm gonna sit around and think about this stuff. Yeah, here's another banner that they did. I think this is the King Mont thing, where you get a rate up for pulling them. I don't know if you get them any higher level. Do get 5 free tickets in the daily login stuff. Here, I might as well do these actually. Now, in JP, you also don't get one of these regular tickets every day. In Global, when you complete your daily quests, you get one, so you can accumulate them. In JP, I don't think you get these at all, so I don't really know where these are from. Which I think is a shame. These are definitely fun little extras that you could just randomly snag. On my global account, I actually pulled some very useful stuff from these. I think back in the day when I was still looking for just regular stuff, I think I pulled Black Rose Helena's card from doing some of these. And I remember I was like, I had a select ticket for a vision card, and I was like, I need Diablos, and I need Black Rose Helena's card. So whichever one I pull first, I'll use the select ticket on the other one. And so I pulled Black Rose Helena's card on one of these little things, and it felt great. So I'll just do 10 at a time. So yeah, pretty much, if I had to guess, I think JP, Wotv, and FFB might be in their very last hurrah. I think this 2025 might be the last year where we see both of these actually shut down. I'm kind of just guessing on that regards. It's hard to really know, because they do still make money from JP Wotv. I think the number that was thrown around is about $1 million a month, which is not nothing. Right? If you have everything set up, you just need to pay a little developer time. But, you know, since this is a Square Enix game, maybe Square Enix pulled the plug on them and doesn't want to renew some type of licensing deal that they have. And that could be part of their whole rearranging of the company assets and doing all of this, where they're kind of parting ways with Square Enix, right? It's hard to say, but I don't think it's looking good, right? So in terms of spending money on this game, I unfortunately spent about $150 on Global last month to buy Falsette, to buy her vision card, but also in anticipation of the anniversary, right? Because like you've seen on JP, and during the anniversary, they will have 2K paid banners for units. So I was looking for that, and I didn't mind that much paying the increased price because it's the anniversary. And yeah, so that I think is gonna be it. I will just work on my stuff off stream. I think the last thing I'm gonna do is go to the home screen. There's this little button down here. Yoink. You press that and you could change the home screen unit. Really happy to get this character. I'm definitely gonna use her in arenas. She might stay my home screen unit for a long time. She looks fantastic with this rose on, with this red rose robe on. Just such a great looking unit. The artwork in this game is, you know, really on point. So nice. She's got this massive book. She drops it. Oh, and she floats it back up, dude. Yo-ho. Can we see the LB? I remember somebody showing off the LB. What? Let's see if I can find the LB real quick. But yeah, her kit is a little bit boosted, right? They did this little video that you see when you log in. I don't know if this is her LB, young, old. It's kind of laggy, but I'm just such a fan of this unit. What's this? Oh, you just get to see the stuff. That might be her LB. Anyways, guys, you know, ripperoni to our game, our favorite game. It's been such a good ride on YouTube and in-game. If I had a thing that I wanted to do, that would probably be have my be a guild leader in a JP English guild. I'm still working on that because starting a guild utterly fresh is a little bit rough, to say the least, because you have no towers and it takes forever to level them up. You need like max amount of players going at it every single day. So starting fresh guild doesn't feel like a good option. I'm still the strategy I've been contemplating is I'll do something like I'm trying to find a dead guild where the leader is basically AFK. It's 1 out of 30. And then if I think, I'm not entirely sure, I think if I join the guild on one account, it will transfer leadership to me. So at minimum, I want level 5 towers across the board. That would be my ideal, because I think if I look at this guild that I joined when like the first day, rank 1840, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, if I could start a guild, you know, I'll put some recruitment posts on Reddit. And you know, maybe if this game has a year left, the majority of us that are playing on JP that want to just have fun could just be in an ultra casual guild and just enjoy the game, you know, after Global's gone, right? Because it's not gone yet. This week was kind of a boring week, just nothing to do. I haven't really even been doing much besides logging in. There's no point to farm shards and there's no point to farm Visior. So ever since they announced the OS, I've been kind of just on JP. Alright. We got the good old end of battle sound effect. I'm gonna stop recording, guys. I'll probably be doing more videos in the future. We'll take a look at the new units coming out. It's a different experience when you don't have any foresight like we're used to on Global, a month in advance. You get to know like, hey, this is gonna be coming that week, this is gonna be coming this week. But going to bed, I guess. It's been fun. Love you guys. Stay positive, stay healthy, you know, stay away from the junk food and stay away from the toxic mentality, toxic mindset. I have so many different things to talk about in life. Like we see with my name, Ayawasuke, which is a Japanese translation of ayahuasca, which was my name on Global. Something I've been very fond of for a long time, ayahuasca. Anyways, signing off, my guys. Till next time, love you guys. Peace.